So the question was, is this one I want to put myself out there for, or would I rather go write a book?
Yeah.
Hey, let's go write some books. That sounds like a lot more fun. I have done an awful lot of work on Starfield, work that I'm really proud of, and we'll let somebody else have the opportunity to try and smooth over the rough edges and make it all work properly.
I said that people who play Elder Scrolls are not going to like this. You don't hear this from the influencers out there, folks. That's why I always recommend that you follow me for these industry news. The lead designer of Skyrim left. He left the studio, all right, midway when developing Starfield. This is one of many reasons why Starfield sucks, all right? I know a lot of people have some fun, but it's not as good as Skyrim. The Skyrim people left midway in designing Starfield. There's many reasons, but some of the same reasons that I've read through all the interviews. You can find these interviews. Just look up the developers, look up the designers. It's all over the web, okay? This ain't secret. The thing is, not many influencers are going to bother to look this shit up. So all they do is copy each other's content. My shit's fresh, people, okay? So one of them was the lead designer for Fallout 3, 4, and 76. And when he started working on Starfield, he was stressed up the ass. The TikTok that I made took the quote from him that mentioned basically he was overworked and he just couldn't stand it anymore. Now, that's understandable. A lot of companies can put you in a sweatshop of experience for working hard, labor. And in the case of a programmer or a designer, it's the same thing. And but the second thing, though, is the lead designer of Skyrim, who made Skyrim amazing, and Oblivion. He worked on Oblivion as well, too, I believe. I don't know if he worked on Morrowind, but definitely Oblivion and Skyrim. He left midway, not even probably midway, a little bit below midway on working on Starfield because, and I quote, you ready for this, T? He said that every major project in working under Bethesda is the same thing.
Part of the exhaustion of any big project is it's the same thing. I'll give you an example from not Starfield, but all of the other projects. Let's just pick Skyrim out of my hat here. I probably played Skyrim for 1,000 hours. 950 of those hours, it was broken. By definition, we were still making the game. It could not be anything but broken. This doesn't mean Bethesda's bad because the game's broken. In every studio, those 950 hours, you're playing a broken game. And on top of that, you're playing the same damn thing over and over and over and over.
It's not innovative. It's not new. It's not fresh. Now, here's another side note to that. There are other interviews with other developers that said when they had all these glorious ideas for Starfield, they always had to be funneled through Todd Howard. Not blaming Todd Howard for the decision in saying no to these wonderful ideas that could have made Starfield an awesome experience that you wouldn't be bored to death. But when everything has to be funneled to the director, okay, the director has to call the shots, and not just call the shots because of what he likes and the vision of the project, but also because of the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders for Bethesda and every single corporation nowadays? Microsoft now. Microsoft. And you know what they said? The new Xbox is coming out. We want Starfield out. I don't care if it's not finished. We want it out. And now it comes out and it's not good. It's not great. Could have been better. That's why. That's why, folks. These games are rushed out the door. Rushed out the door to make a quick buck rather than taking a long time to cook. All right? The industry is not made to cook games anymore. It's sad. I'm going to make that into a meme, Industry is not made. It's too much of too many emotes to make this. Industry can't cook games anymore. All right? They got to put it in the microwave and get it all soggy out to your front door. That's the best analogy that I can give you. But yeah, look up these interviews with these developers because it's oof. Or just check out my latest TikTok video. You'll see it there. I call it I was trying to make it viral. What did I call it? I call it Bethesda Fires Starfield, all right? With a little bit of meme from the WWF clips of Vince McMahon saying, "You're fired." But I put a lot of quotes in there from these developers.